Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the first ever episode 39 of Attractions Magazine Expansion Drive podcast, your weekly source for all things nerdy, theme parks, movies, video games, music, TV, and sometimes a little wrestling, which there is not this week. As always, I'm your host, Mike Kerrigan, with my friend to the left, at Blackman's Prime himself, America's favorite worst producer ever, Didi.
I have come unprepared with something witty this week. I am so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Was that it? Was that the joke?
Was that the wittiness?
Yeah.
And to the right, Miss Tori Fett.
Hello. It is I.
And returning back for the second time, Miss Natalie Landrau.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello.
Bringing us theme park news this week.
Absolutely.
I'm very
Yeah.
excited about that.
Breaking.
So, as always, we're filming here at Gods and Monsters, right here on 5421 iDrive in Vault 5421. So awesome. Like I said, this place, the Vault, is their specialty bar right in the back of the comic/specialty toy shenanigan store. You can check out the bar. It's Wednesdays from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., Friday 6 p.m. to 1 a.m., Saturday 4 p.m. to 1 a.m., and Sunday 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. They have all kinds of specialty drinks, all themed to Fallout stuff. They have Mad Max, Fallout, of course. They have some alien stuff going on over here. There's all kinds of shenanigans.
Like literally everything.
Yeah.
We literally find something new every
If you're a
week.
nerd, you'll love this place.
Yeah.
As always, we're brought to you by MEI Travel, Mouse Fan Travel, and UniversalFanTravel.com.
Yeah.
Your weekly source for all things Disney,
Yeah.
Universal,
And
cruises.
Yeah.
And they got a new special going on for cruises this time.
Oh, no.
For Royal Caribbean, 30% off every guest, up to $100 off.
wow.
So the booking window is from now until February 28th, and all sailings departing on or after March 1st. So if you want to go on a cruise for a nice little discount, go check it out, meitravel.com. And they also, like I said, help you out with Disney Universal. So that's mousefantravel.com and universalfantravel.com. And special announcement, next week,
Yeah.
we're going to have a special guest on the show. I believe she's the owner of MEI Travel.
Big dog.
She's going to come on and tell us all kinds of nice deals and whatnot they can be able to find out.
The big dog.
Yeah, I believe I'm totally escaping on the name, so they're probably going to yell at me for this. I believe her name is Becky, and I think
Becky!
Banks talked about her a few different
I was gonna
times.
say, Banks talked
Yeah.
about her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna, hopefully Banks is going to be able to come on the show
Yeah.
next week and help us out and introduce us a little bit more to Becky and all the great stuff that MEI, Mouse Fan, and Universal Fan do.
And hooking up Banks with their Paris trip.
Yeah,
Helping
they're
them
helping
out.
helping them out a lot.
See, overseas,
And
baby.
of course, we are also partnering up with Hard Rock Live Orlando for Video Games Live, coming to the Hard Rock Live on March 23rd. If you don't know, Video Games Live is an immense concert event featuring music from the most popular music video games of all time. You can hear some of them right now.
Of all time.
Created, produced, and
All
hosted
time.
by well-known game industry veteran and superstar Tommy Tallarico. And if you don't know, he's done some games such as Aladdin, Earthworm Jim, Spider-Man, Time Crisis, and Metroid Prime. This place is a blast. I love this event. We went and saw it a couple years ago.
Yes.
They have plenty of screens that you're watching them, like videos from different video games playing at the same time that they're doing all this awesome music. My favorite, of course, being One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII. We're also giving away another pair of tickets.
Oh,
Didi, you want to tell them how you can get that pair of tickets right now?
we're doing the gimmick?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're watching this episode, just comment below with your favorite video game soundtrack or song.
Yeah. Right
And
there on
we'll-
YouTube.
Right on YouTube.
So we did this on Twitter before,
Yes.
but we were thinking not everybody's on Twitter. But mostly if you're probably listening to this, and of course if you're watching this on YouTube, you have a YouTube account. You have a Google account. Everybody has a Google account. Everybody does, even if you have an iPhone. Go on YouTube, go to this video right now, go to the bottom in that comment section, and just comment what your favorite soundtrack from a video game is of all time. Yeah, as simple as that.
That's simple.
And of course, you have to be in Orlando on March 23rd.
Or flying in.
Yeah, so you have to be around this
We're
area.
not going to fly in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry,
We're
that's not
we're
gonna happen.
yeah.
So if you're in the Orlando area for March 23rd, you're playing new stuff already.
That is not me. What is this?
Yeah, just go ahead and comment below on that YouTube video.
Something always happens.
So as usual, we go around the board and say,
can't
what's
believe
going
this.
on? The big thing that happened with me, we're not going to talk about yet. We're going to talk about that in the news. But Natalie, it's been a couple weeks since we saw
Yes.
you. What's going with you?
Work.
Oh.
Cool things happening at SeaWorld soon.
Yes.
So
Oh.
I don't know when you guys want to talk about that.
We'll
We
get
can
that.
talk
That's
about
going to be topic of the show.
Oh, I'm
Ooh.
excited to be topic of the show.
Fancy.
I mean, everything's going good. We're rolling it through. So,
What about
What's up?
some movies? Any movies lately?
no, I'm avoiding all trailers. I've adopted the Didi method. So,
It seems like everybody's doing that. We got Fraka, Natalie now.
Can't
Yeah.
do it. Can't do it.
Join the
so
train.
I think the last movie I saw was the one we already discussed, which was Star Wars. So,
Star Wars last
yeah,
one?
that was the last one.
I think
last
that
time I've been in
was-
the theater.
I think that's no, never mind. I saw the news.
Did you not see Jumanji?
Oh wait, yeah,
I was
we
gonna
talked
say.
about that one.
Did we talk
yeah,
about it?
Yeah, we
Okay,
talked
okay.
about that Jack Black stole the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They officially announced it today that they're working on part 2.
Oh my God, I'm
there's
so
no
excited.
script or anything, but they went
What?
ahead and
Yes.
they said that it's officially coming along. That it's number 1 again this week. So
Really?
yeah,
That's
they are
awesome.
selling like crazy,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
deservedly so. I mean, it's still not as high in grossing as what Star Wars was or whatever, but I love that movie. I'm so
Great.
happy that it did as well as it did.
I remember I was so worried about it because
Yeah.
the original and everything, and then I saw the whole concept with the video game. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And
Yeah.
then you go in and you're just like, okay, this is awesome.
Yeah,
So.
and even if you were worried about the video game part, they explain why it
I
turned
was
into a
Right.
video game. Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's cool.
So cool. Miss Tori,
Yeah.
what's going with you? Anything good?
I went to the Mount Dora Art Festival
Dropping stuff.
this weekend. It was really great on Saturday. I always go
I'll kick
every
it a little
year. It's an
closer.
adorable little
There you go.
town.
Uh-huh.
That's it. While she picks up the thing.
Lots of good art. And then at work, I'm really excited. My job is renting out the big gallery in downtown Orlando.
Which one? The one
in
by
August or September. It's the one like right near where like the movie theater is.
is it
In like the place. I don't go
By the
downtown a
Enzian?
lot.
Damn, I was gonna say
It's also by like where
it's by Saks.
I can't think of the name of the place now. The Nerd Bar.
Oh, Joystick. So it is the one
It's
by Saks.
really close to
Saks
Joystick,
Comedy
yeah,
Right
Club.
off of
yeah.
Orange, right?
Yeah, so it's the one right next to Saks Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'm so
That one.
excited because I'm starting to work on something for that. So.
Oh.
Can we get any type of hint or?
Oh yeah, I'm not. It's
Oh,
no
okay.
secret. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a female creature from the Black Lagoon bust, and I want to make like a really cool pedestal that has like barnacles and looks like it's been underwater type thing.
Oh, that
And-
sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting like a light that'll make it look like there's water waves going. So
Ca-
I'm
ca-
pretty
can we-
excited.
I got a really cool idea, but it's probably gonna take a lot of work.
Mm.
I'll be Joel again for a cosplay, and then Tori can make you into a clicker,
A clicker? Can I be the big one that was in the gym that you have to battle?
the bloater,
The bloater?
just spewing everywhere.
I mean, let's talk about it. I'm all for it.
Oh, by the way, I did mention to Fraka we were talking about a couple weeks ago about making Gavin into Finn Balor Demon or whatever.
okay. Yeah. When are we doing that?
All
though?
right, she says she's down for whenever, but we both decided we're not telling Gavin what you're doing. Like he
Oh, I
won't know
love
until like you
that.
start putting it on his chest or
Yes.
whatever.
And he will
Yeah.
flip a
He will
table.
flip out. Yeah, he'll lose his mind.
Okay, I
And-
love this. We
Yeah.
have to do it. Okay.
Deeds,
And-
what's up with you, sir?
But real quick, Tori, you went to Empire Strikes Back at Dr. Phillips.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to think. I can never remember what's happened in the past week and if I've talked about it or not. Yeah, I kind of won like an unofficial like who's the biggest Star Wars fan contest at my job. In case you didn't realize, I love my job so much. Oh my god, I don't know how I got it, and I'm so grateful. But so we went with my bosses, and then I went with another guy that's
Hey
a huge
now.
Star Wars fan as well. That
That's
I work
Justin,
with.
though?
He got picked by my boss, and he's a really nice guy. He's
Okay,
chill.
okay. You were just like
Anyway.
another guy.
Another
Mm.
guy.
No,
Don't let them mess
but
with
he
you.
also, Justin also lives like would not have been able to come anyway. But
Different zip codes.
and it was amazing. It was so fun. I was actually surprised because they had said that they went to the A New Hope one, and that there were a lot of people dressed up. There actually weren't that many people dressed up. But the
were-
guy
were
that I
you?
work with, well, I went like because when I go to the Dr. Phillips Center, I feel like it's like fancy, you know,
Yeah,
like
it's
like
kinda
It's very
pinkies up.
Britney.
Like, yeah, I was just gonna say pinkies up. I love you, Brittany. I'm sorry, but she won't listen because she doesn't listen when she's not on.
Bang!
But anyway,
Shots fired.
but I just wore like I had like my lightsaber skirt.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I dressed like nice, but
It's very,
Star
like,
Wars.
you
And I had
know,
my
per
Han
universe
Solo
chic.
and carbonite purse, and yeah.
Very
so.
nice. Very nice.
Thank you. It was really fun. It was awesome.
That's
I
cool.
cried,
Seems like that's
obviously.
cool.
Cool. Deeds, what's up with you, sir?
Well, besides nearly having a heart attack on Sunday,
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
I'll watch
later.
the snaps.
If you didn't watch my snaps, you missed out.
I was saying snaps.
Yeah.
We had some fun Saturday.
I have
We had
the
some
receipts.
great time Saturday.
We I haven't edited it yet, so it's
Forgot
not
what
up
totally
on.
did. Oh yeah, I helped them film.
Yeah, we
Vacation
went
Kingdom.
over to Magic Kingdom. So for Vacation Kingdom, our idea was like just try and meet as many characters as we possibly could.
Character
Oh,
day.
yeah.
And then the time that we were there, and it was balls freaking packed at
It
Magic
was
Kingdom.
stupid packed.
It
And
was like what was Mickey's Philhar Magic was like 35
there was a 30
minutes.
minute wait.
Yeah.
People waiting
Wow.
outside.
You know it's busy at Magic Kingdom when there's like a 30-minute wait
Just
at
any
Philhar
wait.
Magic. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And-
People Mover.
People mover.
It was redonkulous.
Oh.
Like they snake queued
Are you
People Mover.
kidding?
Legit snake queue. You know, like how usually they would queue, but it'd be like 1 or 2 lines, and then they would start
And
outside.
I had the
No.
person with the flag.
Yeah. Instead,
No,
it was
no,
like
no.
snake queue, then the person with the flag, and I'm like, we're like,
This
no
is,
way.
It was crazy.
Remember when January was slow?
Yeah, what is happening?
Bro.
There's no
Oh.
slow season
Yeah,
anymore.
there's
It
no
doesn't
slow
exist.
season.
And then
Especially Magic Kingdom.
especially Magic Kingdom, because I went today. It was my first time with my mom's first time going. Literally since when did Animal Kingdom open? Like 15, 20 years ago?
Oh my God, a very long time ago.
No, 90. No, was it 96? No, that was the 25th anniversary.
I think that was maybe the same
Was it
time.
96?
Whenever
Okay.
they started doing beta testing for Animal Kingdom, my mom got in. That's the last time she went to Disney. So like we went with her today, and we went to check to see how, because she really wanted to go to Magic Kingdom. And we checked to see, and my sister was like, "It's a small world at 70 minutes. We'll go to Epcot." And so she loved it.
Because like even if you're at Epcot and it's a little bit busy, you still don't feel like it's
Yeah.
busy because you can breathe
No.
while
Yeah.
you're
And
walking
there's
around.
still
Yeah.
so much to do and see that doesn't involve
Yeah.
a line
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything
Like
like that.
just like Magic Kingdom, if it's busy there and you just go past from like Haunted Mansion over to where Peter Pan is,
Yeah.
and you hit that tunnel, or that funnel, I should say, and it's just my god,
No, ma'am.
it's not fun at
No
all.
way.
But we met a pretty decent amount of characters. I mean,
How
we
many?
met some characters before you came over. We met the princesses. They were a lot of fun. We met Ariel. That's when you met up with us, right?
Ariel.
Yeah, she was cracking. Who was she cracking up at? Us? That-
Probably.
Was it the guy? Because the girls took pictures first.
And they're all like,
Josh and
"Ooh,
Brittany joined us too. Yeah.
let's
Oh, and then Gaston was thrown off. Didi was doing the wrestling poses.
I was trying to. I was like, hey man, let's just do some wrestling poses. But he was really witty. He didn't look the part, but was he witty?
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Well, he was thrown off because like Frocka and I took a picture with him, and Frocka is, of course, he's hanging all over Frocka, and then Frocka leaves him like, "Oh, but can I hold your?" And he was like, "I guess."
Did you get a picture like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I posted it on Attractions.
you did.
DXP.
You did.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, I think so. But oh man,
That's
It was a lot of
hilarious.
fun. Like even with it being as crowded as it was, we were going to stay for the fireworks because we still have yet to see the new fireworks. But it was
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, let's just.
Oh my God,
What are you
I'm sorry.
doing over there?
You're
You
fine.
throwing
Nothing.
stuff?
I'm just trying to adjust my foot.
It is intense.
Yeah.
These tables.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I guess we'll go ahead and talk about like what was going on Sunday and whatnot.
Oh, here we
So
go.
let's go ahead and get into the news.
What is that?
You right?
Oh my God, you're the worst.
It's not playing. There it goes. Okay.
If you would have your phone brightness up just a little bit.
Listen.
I get on Didi so much about this brightness.
It never works.
So I think we only have actually, was it 5 or 6 items on the list actually?
Not a baker's
I think it's
dozen.
5. Yeah, 5 items.
Definitely not a baker's
Not
I
dozen.
figured we're going to be talking a lot about
we will
all
be
the
talking
different
a lot.
objects or
Yeah.
the numbers. So let's go ahead and get into number 1. So Rodney Medeiros. He asked for us to talk about a certain topic, and of course he said the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, I mean the big game that happened on Sunday,
Yeah,
because
we
I don't
don't-
think we're actually allowed to
we're
talk.
not allowed to really say that.
The SB word. So yeah, the
Wait,
big
you're not
game.
allowed
The
to
big
say
game.
word?
Technically, no, we're
no.
not allowed to not advertise, but say
Yeah,
s-
that word. We have to say the big game that happened.
the big game
this past weekend.
The big game.
So there was a huge game that happened on Sunday for
Yes.
the footballs, and of course I make it no secret that I am a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan, born and raised in Philadelphia, and moved down here in '95, and Didi, you came over early. You got to the house around like what 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Around 4:30. Yeah.
I was
4:35.
making some cheesesteaks,
which was very good.
It was
Very appropriate.
I can't believe I actually found something nice and or good that I actually make.
I'm proud of you.
It's really good.
Very good.
We're all
I had
very
2 of
happy
them.
for you.
Oh,
Very proud of you.
They look good though. You guys see the
Yeah,
pictures.
I regretted it later, but it was very good.
Oh,
Buzz, your
man, let me tell you,
girlfriend, Wolf.
I had too many meatballs the other when I went for what wrestling.
God.
I feel you on that.
Oh man, that's you did try some buffalo chicken. I was very proud of you.
Oh my god.
Frocka makes the buffalo chicken like extra spicy, like
Yeah,
extra
see, no.
spicy.
I'm
I was tearing up. That's how bad it was.
You only had the one piece.
I only had
right?
the one piece. And I was tearing up like badly. I was like, "Ugh."
So Didi was documenting
Yes.
the whole entire day on Snapchat. So yeah, it started off with
What a
just
day.
just cooking dinner, I believe is what it was.
So I'm cooking dinner,
And then
and I could tell there was a little tension in the house.
I was
Oh, wait,
scared.
yeah.
A little bit of nervousness.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie.
I was trying to be that one that's like, it's okay. No matter what happens, just think like a pessimist and just prepare to be disappointed. Don't be prepared to be surprised, not disappointed.
Yeah, and I was trying. I was really trying, but like I knew in my heart of hearts, like we have a chance. We really do have a chance. The Eagles, of course, but like I was just so scared. Like Brady, I make no qualms about it. Brady is the greatest of all time. Whether I do not like him or whatever, he is the greatest of all time. And I was
That's
just scared about 2004 happening all over again.
I thought you were ready to poop your pants. No, there's
a couple
There's a
times.
couple times.
So did you end up saving this whole story?
I did, but the problem is like I guess it's so. Overall, it was over 142 snaps.
Was it really?
Total.
Holy crap!
142 snaps, and so Snapchat is has a problem with sending it to my phone, but it is
okay.
saved in my
It is in your
memories.
Snapchat?
It is
Yeah.
I
in
think
Snapchat, yeah.
my favorite snap was when it was like they had just scored. The Patriots had just scored, and I see Didi's screen go black and goes, "It's getting kind of serious here. I think I'm going to get off Snapchat for a little while."
Oh, that was
one-
fourth quarter.
yeah.
Right?
That was the fourth
Oh,
quarter.
That was
I
fourth quarter.
died. I
Yeah.
was laughing. Everybody's like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "You got to see this," and I'd like replayed it. 'cause-
Oh my gosh!
All right, so like the start at the beginning of the game. The game was great. I thought. Yeah.
Best football game I've ever seen in my
Uh-huh.
life, hands
Whether
down.
you're an Eagles fan, Patriots fan, or somebody else,
Or let me just
it was
say
a great game.
Or even if you're not even a sports fan, I think it's the perfect game if you don't like sports because there was no defense.
Yeah,
so
there
it's
was-
just,
that was the
there's
craziest
just-
thing.
It was like playing street football. Like
It was playing a game of Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like we're playing against a
Basically.
friend or whatever.
Yeah.
There's no defense.
no
defense,
defense, and it was awesome. But anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say the craziest thing about it is like the Eagles were ranked number 4 in defense, and the Patriots were ranked number 5.
It's shocking.
There was no defense. No defense the entire game.
Through caution to the wind.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
pretty
crazy.
much.
Legit.
So I think like the first 2 scores were both field goals, correct? From each team.
You're right. Yep.
And then I think the Eagles scored the first touchdown, and I was all hyped about it.
Oh
and then
my
we missed
gosh.
the field or the point after.
Oh, that
So
was
it's like-
funny.
and I said right there, it's like that's gonna be the end of the game right there.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose the game because of that extra point or whatever. But it went back and forth, and then Tom Brady tried to do shenanigans with that.
that flea flicker option.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where he threw it back to who was it? Was it Edelman? No,
No,
not
it was
Edelman.
Amendola.
Because
Yeah.
Edelman's not there anymore.
No.
He tried throwing Amendola, and then he tried throwing it off to Brady, but Brady's not so fast.
No.
And he dropped that ball. I could not stop laughing about it. It was quite humorous for me, of course. But right before the end of the fourth quarter, the Eagles knew they had to score. They had to score because the Patriots were going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Eagles get down to like the 2-3 yard line or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's fourth down.
4th and 2.
And Doug Peterson, coach of the Eagles, decides to go for it. I was so scared.
Oh my god.
Like I told
Yeah.
Didi, he's like, I don't understand. Why don't you take 3 points? It's 3 easy points right there on the 2 yard line. Just take the points. It's fine. Take the points. They were going for it, and then they call a timeout. I'm like, okay, no, they're just trying to catch them off guard or whatever.
Yeah.
No, offense goes right back out. Like, oh my god, I was so scared. And then Foles starts calling out the plays like kill, rubbing his chest, saying to change the audible or whatever. Here he goes off to the right hand side, of the tackle. They hike the ball over to the running back. He throws it off to Trey Burton, which is the tight end. Meanwhile, Nick Foles is running into the end zone. Pass, touchdown, Nick Foles. The first ever quarterback to throw and catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Nick Foles.
Can't even
Nick
believe that.
Foles.
That's incredible.
Future wide receiver.
Right? And then, I think, towards the end of the fourth quarter, it was Patriots were up by, 5, I think is what it was? Something like that?
It was something like that. Something
And once they
crazy.
scored, I'm like, I think it's done. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to come back for whatever reason. And I think we got a field goal, I think it was what it was, or what... No. I think that's when we came back with the touchdown with Zach Ertz, right, where he dropped
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah,
and everybody's
where-
like, "Oh, it's not a touchdown," but he took 3 steps and he dropped it and caught it back or whatever.
They actually said it was 17 steps he took. The steps that he took after he caught the ball and then dove.
17.
That's what. Who's your friend? Chris Long. That's what he tweeted
I'm just
because he was tweeting at
fascinated.
Collinsworth
You're
today.
really making this. I've seen these
No, when he caught the
videos. You're
ball.
making this so much more. Like, not that it wasn't exciting. I mean, it's exciting.
Now you
but,
just wanna go back and
I'm
watch
like
'em.
on the edge of my seat right now.
Well,
like this is
I'm not gonna lie,
some
I
really
watched-
good description.
I watched the 30-minute recap video yesterday when I got home. I'm not gonna lie,
Lord.
but we'll get into why I did that in just a little bit. So that's when Zach Ertz caught the touchdown, and we were up by.
I want to say 5.
We were up by 5 at that point. That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
38-33 or something
So
like that.
we left so much time on the clock, though. I think it was 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's too much time. Brady's gonna come back and he's gonna win the whole damn thing. It's over. We're done. And it was 3rd down, around the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Brandon Graham comes up and strip sacks Tom Brady. Derek Barnett, rookie right end for a defensive end for the Eagles, recovers the ball, and we have the ball at the Patriots 20. I thought, oh my God, we have this. All you have to do is run out the clock, and we have it. They stopped the Eagles, and then we ended up kicking the field goal. Comes down to the last play, which is a Hail Mary, and if you don't know Hail Mary, it's basically just
Full of grace, the Lord is with you.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But before that
That's
Hail
what you
Mary
say
though,
before you throw the ball.
Yeah.
Got it.
Tom Brady was just carving them up again. Just
Sideline passes, but he only
sideline
had
passes.
20 seconds left. in
Yeah,
order to
and
do
he was
and
at
no
the-
timeouts.
Yeah, no timeouts, and they did that dumb special teams play.
Oh, yeah, that
and
was
they
the
ended up landing in the
craziest
8-yard line.
Did you saw that, right? When we kicked it off to him, they tried doing the whole lateral thing. Why are you doing that? That didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You just wasted more time off the clock.
That's what. That's what we were all saying.
Fine
too.
with me, but whatever. So it came down to the Hail Mary. I think 4 seconds left on the clock is when they ended up throwing it or whatever. And sure enough, I almost cussed right there. Patriots drop the ball. Eagles win. And it took me a second to actually realize that the Eagles had won. I jump up and I start screaming, and that's when I realize it's double zeros. Oh, the Eagles just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I immediately sat down and I broke down in the most disgusting cry I think I've ever had.
Like Toy Story
Yeah.
3 cry, or
It was worse.
Oh wow.
It was
It was worse.
It was
Him-
probably the worst cry.
Him and Frocka, they both were like,
It was crazy. And of course,
That's so cute.
if you personally know me, you know about the whole story. That I'll go and share it with you guys at home. 2011, my dad passed away. He was 50 years old, young really, because he was not old at all. Just passed suddenly, just out of nowhere. But of course, I owe my Eagles fandom to him. So having something that I'm gonna start crying again. Jesus Christ. So
Do you need a tissue? I
no,
don't know if
I'm
I
good.
have
I'm
it.
good. I'm
you got this.
something that happened like the Eagles winning the Super Bowl meant so much to me. And the only thing I ever got from my dad when my dad passed was this big old what would you call a love seat
You
recliner?
fit like 3 people
Yeah,
in it.
basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
that
the
bed.
best thing
Yeah.
ever.
It's the only thing I got from my dad. And my dad would, if you ever watched the Goldbergs, he would come home, take off his pants, and sit in that recliner and just sit all day. He'd fall asleep in it, whatever. That's the only thing I got from when my dad passed. And that's where I sat and watched every football game since he's passed. I felt like he was there with me. And it meant so much to me to have the Eagles win their first ever Super Bowl, and just you have no idea. It meant so much to me, and it was really cool. I have a lot of Patriots fans, and even people that listen to the show and watch the show. They even reached out to me. Rodney, especially, he was one of the first people to actually come out and congratulate me. it meant so much. And watching after the game, I think I was watching the Philadelphia, lack of a better term, riots happening.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was so cool to see. I mean, not the the whole damaging the city thing,
Wild.
but just seeing like million. It was probably like a freaking million people on Broad Street celebrating. It's just something that they've wanted for so long. And there was a tweet sent out today, or like one of the Twitter stories or whatever, that just encompassed it all, where like it was just tradition. Like there was videos and pictures of people laying out the newspaper of them winning it on Sunday at their grandparents and their uncles' graves and whatever. And just
Yeah.
if I would have had that, I probably would have done the same damn thing. It's just, it meant so much. And of course, if you followed Attractions EXP on Twitter, you would know that I was actually at the Magic Kingdom yesterday to celebrate Nick Foles' MVP parade at the Magic Kingdom there on Main Street. Coolest thing ever. I was not only invited, by Attractions to be there for media, to be there close, to see Nick up there and whatnot, but I was right next to him, being there interviewing him.
How was that?
It was really nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie.
It looked great.
It was crazy because originally it was supposed to be like a one-on-one thing, and Disney changed it last second. Like, hey, we're gonna do like a conference type deal.
Oh,
I was like, oh, that's fine or whatever. But I didn't know what I was doing really. So once the cameras were already up there, Bank's like, hey, go up. So I was like, well, screw this. Say like, Tori, you're Nick Foles. I got right next to him.
Yeah, you were like literally right next to the guy.
I was like, screw this. I'm standing right next to Nick Foles, and I just held the mic right in his face or whatever.
There's probably all the other people, all the other reporters
It
like,
was-
who is he?
Yeah.
It was with the Lucky Eagles jersey on too.
Yeah,
Brian
Oh,
Westbrook.
Yeah, that's my Brian Westbrook lucky jersey. And it was funny because Matt was even saying, it's like, you did it exactly what you needed to do, because I kept putting like the Attractions magazine mic right in front of everybody, so you see that flag prominently.
Oh, I saw it already.
So it was really
yeah.
funny. Like, I had it like over top of Fox 35 and everything else. And like I tried to ask questions, but reporters are really quick to ask questions,
Yeah,
and
they're
they're really
ruthless,
pushy
yeah.
and everything. So every time I would go to ask a question, like whether it be Fox 35 or my 13
my
or whatever.
65.
Yeah.
Or,
My 65.
No, what's
yeah.
the Bright House one, or the
Channel 13?
Channel
Yeah,
13.
yeah, whatever that one is. They'd just be really quick before I could even get anything out. So I wasn't actually able to ask any questions myself. But it was really cool to just be next to the guy who brought a Super Bowl win to Philly.
Incredible.
So it's still not even real to me. It's still so surreal. And like, I want to go up Thursday to the actual parade, but yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
The Magic Kingdom thing was worth it for me. So it's like that's my parade or whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Appreciate it,
You know,
especially coming from a Dallas Cowboy
Yes,
fan.
especially
Yeah.
coming from me. Congratulations, because that was the first question I got asked when I walked in to the Super Bowl party I went to. They're like, "So who are you cheering for?" I was like, "I don't have a horse in this race. I just want the Patriots to lose." So that's fine
I feel
with
like
me.
that was the general consensus for
seems
most
like
people
it.
across
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah, one of my friends is she's a huge Patriots fan. She's wearing a Gronk jersey, and when that 2 minutes, she's like, "Oh, we have 2 minutes. We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time." And Brady got the ball knocked out of his hand, and my friend and I both looked at her. and We go, "Oh, it's 2 minutes. You got plenty of time. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. You've got this." So
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a great game though, and of course, one of the best things that happened after the Super Bowl was Kevin Hart trying to get up on the stage.
Yes.
Did
That
everybody
was
see
so
this?
funny.
Oh, what?
So
he was drinking. A little
what they do, like when the trophy's getting ready to be presented, they bring it down.
and
like
everyone
this-
kisses it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's during
it's
flu
disgusting.
season.
Right? You got
It's
my- you got my
flu
snap back
season
to you.
right
Yeah.
now.
Well,
So
anyway,
gross.
before they bring it up to the stage or whatever, you saw Kevin Hart trying to walk up on stage.
Are you kidding?
And of
That's
course,
so-
he's from Philly, so he loves this team or whatever. But this, you could see, like, obviously the security was like, "No, Kevin, you can't come up here. You can't come up here." Well, then he goes up on, was it NFL Network or was it ESPN?
Oh yeah, NFL Network.
And he tries like talking to them or whatever, and he was fine at first, and then he dropped an F-bomb, and Deion Sanders starts cracking up, and he's like trying to usher him off the stage or whatever.
He's like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Like,
and then apparently he rented out like a suite at the stadium or whatever, and his boys like Snapchat or Instagrammed or whatever him drinking like 15 different drinks. So it was like no wonder he
Not
was
Yeah.
so good.
Oh man.
Bradley Cooper was there, so that was exciting.
Yeah,
There was a
Bradley-
lot of
oh,
people there.
Yep.
Bradley Cooper. He did like the voiceover for every Philadelphia Eagles hype video.
Oh really?
Since the playoffs, and I was like, oh god.
Did you see? I saw a picture of. I can't remember their names. I only know their names from the show. From It's Always Sunny.
yeah,
Dee was there,
Yeah.
and
Charlie, not Charlie,
not
but
Charlie. Oh god.
not Dennis. Dennis was Dennis there?
No,
I think
No.
it was
Mm,
It
no
was D and what's his? I forgot his name. I can't believe
the
I forgot his
guy
name.
with the beard. Yeah, him.
The guy with the
Yeah.
beard.
and then Danny
And then
DeVito. was
Danny
there, too.
DeVito. I know who Danny
Danny
DeVito
DeVito.
is. I can say that one.
Actually, and you know what too?
That's so
Before I
good.
get into the number two, we're talking about some of the trailers that started. Did anybody have a favorite couple commercials?
I loved, and you know how much I don't like this guy, but that Eli Manning, Odell Beckham commercial.
That was my second favorite one. That was my second favorite
Yeah.
one. Tori, did you have anything else?
I did like that one, but I mean, we're gonna talk about my favorite.
Okay,
one.
okay. you know what mine was.
Tide.
By the way, yeah, this is a Tide commercial, or this is Tide ad. Tide ad.
They were actually really funny though.
They were
I
very
laughed.
funny.
Those are good.
And like after that, I'm not even kidding you. Every single commercial, I'm like, is David Harbour gonna come out?
Yeah, because that was
Right.
the thing. Like Didi and I and Veronica, we all kept like expecting David Harbour to come out.
Yeah.
Like even all right, so we're gonna talk about the next subject or whatever. But Solo, when they showed that really white, clean part of the spaceship, I'm still waiting for Harbour to come out. I'm like, Tide ad. It was so funny.
so
I could
cool.
not stop laughing about it. But let's go ahead and get to number two. So there was a bunch of trailers that actually happened, and of course, Solo dropped.
Yes.
Finally, that's exactly what we said last week. What was going to happen?
We broke that
and
news.
We
happened.
broke a lot of news.
So I actually still haven't watched the actual trailer yet. I only seen that just the
I
teaser.
watched it before I got here.
What- So is there anything really big from that compared to what the teaser was?
I mean, are you gonna get mad if we talk to you about
Oh,
it?
Didi,
I know it's the only trailer I've actually
But
watched.
do you care if
so.
we talk about
Wait,
the
didn't he say he watched the Solo trailer?
I did see the Solo
The full-
trailer.
the
the
full
trailer
one.
or the teaser?
The teaser, the full
The
one.
whatever was shown on the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Alright.
so you see
Teaser.
the teaser, not the full trailer.
Okay, so all right, we'll just talk teaser then. I love just the art, style of the teaser itself. Once Donald Glover showed up,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
dude, he looked awesome.
Yeah, you look cool.
Yeah,
That smile, that little
Yeah,
Lando,
the grin.
Lando
This is the
smirk.
most perfect
Yeah.
casting
Yep.
of all time. I'm so excited, and I need a Lando movie after this. I really hope it happens.
it was Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
They revealed her name. I can't remember what
It's
the
Kira.
Kira.
It's been out for a while.
Oh, was it? Okay. She looked gorgeous as always. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And
Oh, yeah.
I love her.
so I was talking to Banks yesterday when we were at Magic Kingdom, and they were talking, or he was telling me that he thinks that whoever the actor is that's playing Han.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Alden.
Uh,
Aiden. I can't say.
So
I'm
they
sorry.
said his
I don't know.
voice is throwing him off. Is it the case in the trailer
I
that it's a little bit more high pitched than what
Well-
I didn't super feel that way. It's definitely not. Here's my thing. I feel like it's really hard to like. You can never be Harrison Ford. No one can ever be Harrison Ford. I'm sorry, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't awful, and I feel like the teaser had me worried. The actual trailer redeemed it for me.
What was wrong with the teaser?
I was just nervous because it was so little of him, and what I had seen in the teaser, I was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like, I don't know, but like his mannerisms and stuff, they seem spot on. And there's a girl that I follow on Twitter. She saw him at Star Wars Celebration Europe, like in the flesh, and she was like, he has the mannerisms. They're like his own mannerisms. So I'm not super worried. What were you gonna say?
Okay.
No, that's the only trailer that I've watched just
Okay.
because I wanted to see it because I caught part of the but I thought in the little things that they showed in the full trailer was Han. Like he had the smirk, he
Agreed.
had the
Yeah, he
attitude,
has the smirk.
the quick sarcastic comebacks for things that are
Yeah.
said to him. So I don't think he's going to be bad. I just have to get him out of my mind from Beautiful Creatures. Did you see that garbage
I
movie?
saw it, like, forever
I just
ago.
have to push him out of that, and then
Never
I should
seen
be fine.
anything with him in it, so
Yeah.
that's why I feel weird about it because I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, don't watch that movie.
Did the voice
okay,
throw
got
you
it.
off at all?
No, I
Okay.
didn't. I
All
didn't
right.
pick it up. I didn't see any
All right.
kind of thing that would throw
Yeah,
me
it's
off.
definitely not something that throws up
Right.
a red flag, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh god.
No, Banks was telling me about it yesterday, and as like I said, I haven't watched the actual trailer yet, so I wasn't able to put
But
any.
it looks amazing.
So Avengers teaser. So you haven't watched it, Natalie? at
None
all?
of them. I have missed them
And
all.
and you ran out of the house for that one.
Yeah, to grab my
Yeah, I had a
charger,
plate
so
in my
I'll
hand and a bottle of water, and I saw a cap, and I got up, and I was like, "Where do I go?" My friend was like, "Go outside, go outside." So I was like, "Okay." So
All
I
right,
ran
so
outside.
Everybody's seen Thor Ragnarok, correct?
Yes.
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 All right, so just in case you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, don't listen to this for just a second. They do show in the trailer him with the eye patch on.
Okay.
And this is the first time that they actually did that because all the other trailers they kept him with both eyes.
Right.
So I was really surprised by that, and because I didn't even know that the eye patch that he has is CG. It's not even like an actual eye patch. They tried it apparently practically, but it just wasn't holding on correctly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that was
tough to
that was the
do.
one thing I took from it. Especially saying like, oh, they just spoiled that for everybody, just in case
Yeah.
you didn't see Thor yet. But I can't wait for it. Of course, that's what, May?
May.
That's May? Oh.
May
Yeah.
6th.
Wow.
I didn't feel like, honestly, I feel like the trailers have not been much. So
Well, I'm glad for that. I don't want them to show a whole
no,
lot.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that they need to show the whole movie, but it's kind of like again, I'm more excited for Black Panther than Infinity
Yes.
Good.
War. So
I'm hyped for both of them, but of course I'm more hyped for Black Panther just because it's right around the corner.
I can't wait.
It's seriously right around the corner. Jurassic World trailer happened. Everybody like
Yeah.
it?
Loved it.
dinosaurs.
Everybody's a lot more excited about it than I am. I'm excited for it, but it's just like it just seems like.
Wait, I did see Jurassic World.
Yeah, you did saw
trailer.
that. Yeah.
I'm just here for Jeff Goldblum
Yes.
and Blue. Oh, love
Oh
Blue.
yeah.
And who?
Yeah. The
Blue.
raptor.
The
Blue
raptor.
Raptor, Blue.
What's wrong with you?
Oh.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? The best part of
That-
Jurassic World?
Yeah, that's what my kids were all excited about. I was like, oh, it's blue. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So it seems like the one dinosaur is still alive, I
Yes.
guess. Or
I guess.
The
Yeah.
T-Rex or
no,
the
the other thing. I can't remember what they called it.
I thought it got eaten up by the whale.
That's what I thought too, but they show him in the trailer.
Indominus
so.
Rex.
Indominus Rex. Yeah, there you go.
Indominus Rex.
As long as she's not wearing her high heels throughout the entire movie,
Yes.
we're okay.
Those diamond,
Where's-
where's
those
that
diamond
bird?
encrusted heels.
Her white
She looks
shirt.
like she's wearing like
Like
sneakers
actual-
this
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
She learned.
She looked like she was wearing like what Justin Timberlake wore during the halftime
Ugh.
show.
oh my god, fire that stylist
The best,
immediately.
well, the best thing about it is I saw like your new Far Cry 5, mid-story boss, Justin Timberlake.
That'd be awesome.
And then of course, we had the surprise trailer for Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh.
oh,
well-
here we go.
I don't know
I thought you
anything
were gonna
about
talk
that, so have
skyscraper.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me.
Okay.
Oh, that's. I think that's the next one. So, Cloverfield Paradox. Of course, it was originally called God Particle, and that's when it was still coming out to theaters. But it was rumored, a while ago that it was going to be produced or sent out by Netflix or whatever. And sure enough, they said, Cloverfield Paradox coming tonight. It's coming
Right
like right
after
after
the
the Super
game.
Bowl. So that was really cool. It felt like almost like an E3 announcement. Where like, oh yeah, we have this demo and it's available now.
You know, we were like, what?
So I was really excited about it. I actually watched it last night. The first part of it I thought was great. It was a lot of fun, and then it just became really science fiction, space tropey, and I was like, oh, this is whatever. I didn't care.
No.
I mean, I would still say watch it. It's not very long at all, so watch it as you're playing Supercard or something.
Oh.
Yeah. Was anybody
Yikes.
else excited about it? When they saw the trailer for
I
it?
don't know anything about Cloverfield.
Oh, you haven't watched any
No,
of
I
Cloverfield?
have not
Oh my
watched it.
God.
Does that mean I have to do it?
Well, the first one, it's very hit and miss. Like if you can't deal with the whole it's the one where they have the handheld camera,
Okay.
and it's moving around really
Oh.
fast
Yeah,
or
that was the
whatever.
whole-
yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
But
yeah.
10 Cloverfield Lane, I
Oh,
love.
so good.
Yeah, we were talking about last week, right?
Oh, well, I just saw it. I just saw it.
But I'm
this
saying
morning.
we
Oh,
were
yeah,
telling
yeah,
you to
yeah.
watch it last week, and you
Yeah.
watched it. John Goodman is absolutely amazing because he's basically a villain in this movie, and he's so good. I love John Goodman so much. I love him so much. But there's a cool little twist at the end, and you realize why it's tied to the Cloverfield universe and everything else. But yeah, it's really, really good. And then they kept teasing it before the Super Bowl actually even happened. This new Dwayne Johnson, The Rock movie, and Didi and I have an official announcement. Didi, you want to go ahead? The 2018
Oh, yes.
Get Hype movie of the summer.
Yes.
Skyscraper. We are so excited. No,
Get
granted,
hype.
we kept saying the entire time it's basically just Die Hard with The Rock.
Yep.
But it's so funny that Hollywood is trying to make us believe that The Rock is not as awesome as he is now by giving him ailments. Like they
Yeah.
gave him only one leg in this movie in order to believe that something can defeat The Rock because no one can defeat The Rock.
No one can defeat him.
That's true.
And you can't stop The Rock even if he has one leg.
Like he's hanging from this skyscraper on a rope,
He was-
tied around to his prosthetic leg.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. I
Yes.
cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait for this movie.
I hope he takes his leg and smacks people around with it.
Oh my
That'd
god.
be so amazing.
Did you
man.
guys watch the trailer for that one?
I
actually
Yes.
didn't
see that one.
Yeah.
I did.
Go
Yeah.
watch-
What
go
did
watch
you
it.
think?
I was excited for it. I mean, it's The Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like in the words
Yeah,
of my
who doesn't
mother,
love The Rock?
as far as I am concerned, The Rock can do no wrong.
Exactly.
So,
That's very true.
No.
you know.
Rock 2020.
And I was like, well, what? Tooth Fairy was kind of pushing the line.
I like Tooth Fairy.
I liked it, but
I
it was a
will
little bit on
defend
that
Tooth
line.
Fairy.
The only one
but-
I thought that he did wrong in was it Get Hard? No, not Get Hard. That was the
Central Intelligence?
the sequel
No,
to
Central
Get Shorty.
Intelligence
It was
good.
called Get
No, Get Hard was the Will Ferrell movie. The sequel to Get Shorty, the one with John Travolta.
I know what you're
The
talking about.
Birdcage.
That's
No, not the
what?
Birdcage. And there was another. You're thinking because The Rock played a gay guy
Oh
in
my
the
God.
sequel. Birdcage was one with Robin Williams.
That wasn't a sequel to Get Shorty?
No, that
That was
No, it
not the
was
sequel to
not.
Get
I thought
Shorty.
it was. I thought it was. Oh.
Anyway, the
I
sequel
mean,
to
I'm
Get
getting
Shorty,
confused.
I think that was the
I
only
know what
one
you're
I didn't
talking
really
about.
like.
Yeah.
Whatever. But he played a minor character in that one. Yeah, so I can't wait for Skyscraper. It's going to be awesome.
I'm stoked.
We don't have a Fast and the Furious movie, so Skyscraper.
Thanks a lot,
Get it.
Hobbs movie.
Sorry, Tyrese. Number 3. So Disney made some pretty cool announcements over the weekend. They're going to have the Walt Disney World's Resorts Incredible Summer. Will bring new
Yay.
experiences to all 4 parks. So we're going to go one by one over here. So we got the Incredibles are taking over Tomorrowland, over Magic Kingdom. So I didn't realize this until we were there on Saturday. The Incredibles aren't dancing over at the party over in Tomorrowland right now.
Huh.
Yeah,
So-
they're gearing up for the big party.
Yeah, I guess so.
They're getting their new choreography.
So guests can
Yeah.
party with Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and Frozone from Disney Pixar's The Incredible, and the soon-to-be blockbuster Incredibles 2.
Yes.
But guess what, guys? Edna Mode,
And
the
guess
greatest
what?
superhero costume designer, will also make her debut appearance.
Get hype.
Each evening, guests can enjoy a super dance party on the Rocket Tower stage. And of course, Incredibles 2 comes to theaters June 15th, 2018.
I need her to have her little paper so she can go around hitting people with
Smacking
it.
people.
Yes.
I'm going to
No.
meet her and I'm going to be wearing a cape.
Darling,
Yeah.
darling.
What anyone
capes.
says.
And then we got over
Love
Epcot.
her.
I'm really, really excited about this. The Guardians of the Galaxy are taking stage.
God.
So Star-Lord and Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy will join an alien band taking guests on a journey through the cosmos. The party will feature hits from Awesome Mixtapes 1 and 2, arguably the 2 greatest soundtracks
Yes.
in movie history.
Very true.
Fun and favorite tunes from the 2 movie soundtracks, building the anticipation for a new Epcot Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
attraction.
I'm so excited about
So I'm
this.
really wondering where they're going to do this. Because
Well,
I don't
was
know.
just in my head like, I wonder where. I wonder if it would be near the building.
Is there
Probably could.
space over there?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I would
you
think
move
there's
that little
space.
coffee stand out of the
Well,
way.
because what they do, I mean, that's under construction. They don't want you over there, so you just put the stage literally in front
front.
of
Yeah.
the building.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it could be on that big stage near the Fountain of Nations, but I feel like that's a weird placement, and it would get way too congested.
Yeah. And I'm really hoping that maybe they'll eventually bring them out for pictures and whatnot too.
Please do
because-
Gamora justice. Please do Gamora
I just-
justice.
Well, she
Need a
looks great over
Groot.
Disneyland, so I would
Okay.
hope so.
Yeah, they look great over there.
They
look
just need a
amazing.
really good Star Lord for pictures
Please.
and whatnot.
So Star-Lord isn't going to be at Hollywood Studios anymore?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And bring the Groot bread, please.
The Groot what?
The Groot bread. You
Oh
seen that?
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
What?
There's bread that they have at California. In California, it's shaped like Groot's head.
Oh.
And he's got his eyes are like little olives. It's real good. When my family went, they literally took it on the plane to bring it back to me.
So I'm sure
It was
they'll
still good. I
probably-
held up.
I'm sure they're probably going to wait for the actual ride to open up for that one though.
Yeah.
Oh, they have stands around.
Oh Jesus.
Put it in a
Oh,
little coffee
Lord.
You
stand.
saw that look I got? You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a look of disdain over there. And then I'll say over Disney's Animal Kingdom, explorers meet up a great bird adventure and a dino-tastic celebration for Donald Duck are debuting. 2 new can't miss offerings will debut at Disney's Animal Kingdom in time for the park's 20th anniversary. First, guests can discover new bird species from around the world at the new show, Explorers Meet Up, a Great Bird Adventure, which will star senior wilderness explorer Russell and his furry friend Doug. Squirrel! Sorry, if you're wearing headphones. The park will also launch a Dino-tastic celebration in which Donald Duck takes over Dinoland USA in a new character celebration. So I'm sure there'll probably be more along the lines of when they have the DJ out on his double-decker bus. And,
Yeah.
'cause it's usually Goofy and Pluto or whatever that are out there, and
Yeah.
maybe Chip and Dale or whatever. So, that's cool. I like more character interactions. I'm all into that now. And, of course, you got Sea Incredibles 2 coming to Disney's AMC
Yes.
Springs, but not without your movie pass, or not with your movie pass, I should say.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They go more into about that, so that's coming. But they're not. I'm sure they'll do.
Frozen's wife needs to be in this movie.
Yes,
She's the best
I need
Pixar
to see her.
character. She's the best
Oh
Pixar
my gosh.
character.
Oh man. She was the best. She
They
stole
at
that
work
movie.
we were yelling across the shop. Where's my super suit? Why do you need to know?
So good. Oh man.
I'm the greatest good you're
You're
going to get.
So I'm sure they don't have it in the press release, but I'm sure they're gonna be doing stuff like what they did with Coco and have all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
decorated and
Oh,
whatnot. Of course, over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Toy Story Land is happening. So one major highlight of the incredible summer will be the grand opening of Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This new 11-acre land will shrink guests to the size of a toy and allow them to explore the fun and adventure of Andy's backyard. There, guests can experience 2 new attractions, the Family Coaster Slinky Dog Dash, and Alien Swirling Saucers. Toy Story Land will also feature an existing guest favorite attraction, Toy Story Mania, which will expand to add a third track
Amen.
into the
Thank
attraction.
goodness.
And then the Land's Woody's Lunchbox will be a new quick service restaurant that will offer up tasty meals and old-fashioned soda floats to Toy Story Land guests. Just a heads up, really quick before you say something. They are going to take off the Fast Pass for Midway Mania.
Taking it off?
I don't. Well, no, hold on.
Look at his eyes.
I don't know the exact dates, but I did hear today that they are going to be turning off the Fast Pass for that to prepare for the opening for Midway Mania. Because you got to remember, it's probably going to have a different entrance now.
So, do you think
they wanna
lines will
make
go by
it
faster
Just as
if
busy.
they take off?
Well,
What
if
the
you get there early in the morning, it will.
I
Yeah.
mean, like say if you want to go like 6 o'clock. Like
And
6,
I
7 o'clock
didn't.
at
I mean,
night.
it's really not usually that bad of a wait to begin with anymore. Anyway, but it's ever since that second track opened up, it hasn't really been that bad. Like
Yeah.
I think the most I've ever seen it be was like 60 minutes or so, which isn't horrible.
right.
But oh god, when that third track opens up, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I don't know how they're gonna do that. Though.
I know how they're going to decorate it too, because
Yeah.
you know it's the 2 tracks are Andy's room either side. So what's the third track going to be?
Pizza
Unless-
Planet.
It's
They gotta have it somewhere.
I don't know.
Don't even get me started.
Oh,
about
I'm
that.
so angry about that. You know, they wouldn't
I'm
have
so
to have
mad.
Woody's Lunchbox if they just kept Pizza Planet, which was perfection.
Which I,
But that doesn't make sense because you have to like be shrunk down to the size of a toy.
that
And
description.
what are you going to get? Tiny pizzas?
No, it doesn't. Pizza Planet is a real place to eat.
Yeah, but you're going to be eating food from this concession stand. You're going to eat tiny pizzas? There's no tiny pizzas.
Yeah, it's called Bagel Bites.
Pizza in the morning, pizza evening, pizza at supper.
that description that I guess Disney gave
woman's got a point.
attractions is not selling me
On
on Toy
what?
Story Land.
Well, it's funny because we were talking about, I think it was last week or whatever. We're not really that excited about it
No.
right now.
No.
But I think like once we start hearing more and more about it, once it gets closer, I'll be excited.
I'm excited.
Once we finally had stuff to do at Hollywood Studios, that'll get me excited.
I'll be more excited when they build a real Pizza Planet. I haven't seen it for so long. If they actually had a real Pizza Planet,
Oh my gosh, they make a killing.
they'll put Dave and Buster's out of business. I'm telling you.
Oh,
Get out.
absolutely.
My God.
Pizza Planet.
So we did have a question. So Natalie from As Dreamers Do,
Hey.
she is I am the Natalie.
That's
so
a great name.
She stole it. Sorry,
yeah,
Natalie.
it's okay.
Good.
I can be the second Natalie. That's fine.
But she's the Natalie.
She wants to know about Jose and Panchito partying all night long.
Yes.
So going into it, number 4, Jose and Panchito will join Discovery Island Carnival at Disney's Animal Kingdom February 4th, which was 2 days ago. So they're already doing it. Jose and Panchito, Donald's feathery friends from the Three Caballeros, join the fun of Discovery Island's Carnival at Disney's Animal Kingdom starting February 4th, like we said. Discovery Island Carnival, which takes place nightly on Discovery Island, celebrates the beauty and harmony of all things in the form of an exuberant dance party that features cheerful music from the Viva Gaia Street Band, spectacular costumes inspired by the living creatures of the air, land, and sea, and more. Jose and Panchito will join this nightly street party through May 5th, 2018.
I love them.
I'm glad we get in like a meet and
I'm
greet with them.
Panchito's #1 fan. I love him.
I can't believe they're still not meeting in Mexico, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This will be an annual pass holder and cast members' dream.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be slam packed with just those folks.
Oh yeah,
Because they're gonna be like, oh, I gotta take a picture, mate. Damn.
Yeah, because
regular,
it's characters you don't see all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
regular guests. Who are they? I'm not sure who the exact guys are. Yeah, because it really is. It's like the Disney nerds that are all excited
Oh,
about
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am too. Like I'm stoked. I'm like, heck yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. Wow. Get hyped.
it. So yeah, we're really excited about that. And news broke today about
Today.
this one. So number 5. Game of Thrones creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss to write and produce a new series of Star Wars films. So we have episode 9 coming. We have Solo coming.
Yep.
We have supposedly the what's it called? The Kenobi movie coming. Supposedly.
Oh, okay.
We have the trilogy from Ryan or what's
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan
Ryan
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah.
And now another trilogy is coming.
Another one.
So David Benioff and DB Weiss are going into Winterfell, or from Winterfell, to a galaxy far, far away. It was announced today that Benioff and Weiss, creators of the smash hit Emmy award-winning television series Game of Thrones, will write and produce a new series of Star Wars films. These new films will be separate from both the episodic Skywalker saga and the recently announced trilogy being developed by Rian Johnson, writer-director of Star Wars The Last Jedi. Quote, David and Dan are some of the best storytellers working today, said Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilm. Their command of complex characters, depth of story, richness of mythology will break new ground and boldly push Star Wars in ways I find incredibly exciting.
Man.
In the summer of 1977, we traveled to a galaxy far, far away, and we've been dreaming of it ever since. Benioff and Weiss said in a joint statement, we are honored by the opportunity and terrified by the responsibility, and so excited to get started as soon as the final season of Game of Thrones is complete. No release dates have been set for the new films, and there have, thankfully, been no sightings of White Walkers around Lucasfilm.
Oh, okay.
So, what's everybody think about this?
I have a question.
Okay.
So, they got greenlit by HBO to do an alternate universe show based on the Civil War. Are they still doing that?
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yes, this is true.
Sounds awful.
It was if the Confederacy won. So they were supposed to do that. I got greenlit, and granted, there was a lot of backlash about it, but they said they were still going to do it, and then it was supposed to, be ready within the next year or two. After
I love
after
alternate universe stuff.
After
Well, I don't know where
Them
they'd
Thrones
have
is over,
time,
so I don't
all
know
things
did that
considered.
they like.
I don't know. I'll have to do research on that. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Because I know they got the prequel, stuff for Game of Thrones coming, but I guess it's not them that's going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think they.
Yeah, I don't think it's them.
I'm sure they'll a J.J. Abrams will produce it probably.
All right. So, you're the person I was most looking forward to hearing your thoughts about this, because in the past you have said we're getting oversaturated, and before I disagreed with you because I kept saying Star Wars is Star Wars and it's more Star Wars and I'm excited
It's like
about
pizza.
it.
Yeah.
Like I said last week.
But that was before I heard we're getting another 3 movies.
Oh boy.
Cannot relate.
Do you think, or do you keep thinking, are you still in the right mindset of saying that we're being oversaturated?
Yes, but with Them Thrones writers doing it, I'm very interested to see where the storytelling goes, like what it could be. Because it could be scandalous.
Do you
Yeah.
Disney's not going to go that way.
Well, but I feel like it will definitely be a more mature. I think it will definitely explore things a little further than Star Wars ever has.
The one thing I worry about them taking over, in addition to the fact that we're getting a lot of Star Wars right now, is the way that the last season of Game of Thrones was. Where I love the last season, it was very fan servicey.
Yeah.
Are we going to get that with Star Wars? I don't want my Star Wars to just be fan service. I want it to be great storytelling and
agree.
not warp from one place to another with no story behind it, like how John got from the wall to wherever in 2 seconds. Wait,
Amazon
what?
Prime.
What happened? We did say that, didn't we?
We did.
Which is that's the only thing I really worry about. Is like, all right, so before they were going off of George Railroad Martin's stories before.
That was very funny.
Where like the last season, it was really just their writing. They were writing the story, and it was very fan servicey. Where I'm not saying I hated it, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the storytelling of what it was before. It was really just like a big summer action blockbuster is what it was to me.
Yeah.
I still loved it. Do not get me wrong, but that's what I worry about. With them taking over Star Wars, is it just going to be
What the fans want.
Is it going to be I love Fast and the Furious, but is it going to be a Fast and the Furious Star Wars movie? But that's not what I want from Star Wars. But that's not what I want from Star Wars.
I understand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that from Star Wars either. I wouldn't want the Fast and Furious Impossible White Man
Yeah.
movie. But, I mean, I think it's too much. I'm just saying.
So other end of the spectrum, I don't think it's too much. I'm really excited about it. Sorry. I'll never be tired of it, let's be honest. I know I'm not everyone else, and so I understand the concern around that.
So you would want like say this happens. I don't know what their timeline is or whatever of movies, but you would want 2 and 3 different Star Wars movies a year. Because that's like where I am right
Well,
now.
but that's
Like,
where we're at with Marvel too, and I think they're doing a great job of it. So I don't like that. To me, doesn't seem like too much. Maybe to some people it is. I don't
Yeah.
feel like the way that the Marvel movies are being presented is too much or too extra. So if it was something like that, I don't have a problem with it.
What about you, Natalie? What do you
I just
think?
want it to be well done, which they've done so far up to this point.
Yeah.
As long as it's well done, it's well researched, it fits in with the canon, and it makes sense. Why not? I'm there for it.
I have a question for you, but I'll get back to it. Natalie, what were your
No, I
thoughts?
feel the same. I feel the same way she does. You know, I'm from the original Star Wars family, so anything that's coming through, I'm excited for.
You all right over there?
You okay?
I thought someone was going like.
No, they were before you. That's why you kept. I was looking up all the time. If you were looking in. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm sure they'll get to a point where I'll be like, oh my god, not again. But it's as of right now, I'm just hyped because I've waited so long for all of this. So
Absolutely, yeah. It's
you know, like my brother is super excited about Star Wars Land, and he doesn't do theme parks that often, but he's like, we waited so long for something like this. So it's just the hype of me knowing that since I was a kid, I've just waited for this.
Yeah.
So.
Which really quick before I ask my question, we're getting like adopt-a-porgs over in
I saw that.
Galaxy
An
far, far
entire
away,
murder of porks.
whatever it's
Thank
called.
you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Sponsored by Samsung.
Yeah, sponsored by Samsung. So yeah, that's gonna be weird.
Yes.
All right, so of course they're very well known with that old timey what's the word I'm looking for, like the knights and the
Oh, medieval.
that
Medieval,
medieval
yeah.
style type of action.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna kind of go like super old Star Wars mythology?
Oh,
You're gonna
man.
have knights with lightsabers.
Oh
and
man.
Now,
I don't
if
know
they go
about
the Old
that.
Republic,
So that's what
That's
we're.
about. I feel like that's as far as they could go.
So-
And now you're excited,
I mean,
right?
right, so we said before we really wanted Ryan Johnson to explore that universe.
yeah,
But I think these guys, I can't remember the names right now. But I think they could do that because it was like that. It was medieval, but in space. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Whatever.
yeah, I see what
You
you're
played
saying.
Knights of the Republic.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
It was very medieval, where
Yeah.
like a lot of the costumes were even based on that.
yeah.
Super armory type of.
Can you imagine a broadsword lightsaber? Oh,
I honestly,
boy.
though, knowing that that's what they've done, obviously in Game of Thrones, I wouldn't want to see that. I'm honestly, to be honest, I'm not super excited that they were the choice for more movies. Not that I don't like them. I feel like a lot of their choices, like you said, which go a little beyond what you said, in my opinion, a lot of their choices in Game of Thrones have been kind of problematic sometimes. And I mean, they might be good storytellers, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that is good about Game of Thrones was not something they created.
They did,
It was
uh-huh.
from
Yeah,
the
I see what you're
books.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I would have rather seen someone else probably pick for this, but I'm happy about more Star Wars content. So I don't know.
You'll have plenty of Star Wars content coming to you until at least 2030 now.
Until
Oh,
the year
Lord.
that I die.
So yeah, freaking crazy. So that's
So
it for my
much.
news. Didi, do you have anything?
I actually do.
We're already at an hour, so we'll
Are we
get
really?
through quick.
Alright, we'll
yeah,
make
but like I
this-
said, I only had a couple news stories because I knew we were
Oh,
going to
are
be
you
talking
guys
a lot.
talking about the girl, the Overwatch League?
I can quickly go over that.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna
So
break.
let me
Sweet.
go ahead and ask you that question then. All right. So
Was that the
since you were
question?
talking about it, did I put it in here?
We're gonna talk about the Overwatch League
I've
really
been
quick.
Actually,
reading up
go
on
ahead
it a
and
lot,
read
too.
your story real quick.
All right, here we go. We'll go over Overwatch League at the end of this. All right, here really this is your Get High News Super Bowl edition for February 6th. How's everyone doing today? Wow. Okay. Super Bowl commercials was the big thing going on Sunday. I thought they were very well done compared to last year. Last year was horrendous. In USA Today, they ran a poll of which one was the best one. Amazon won this year. Yeah, I know, shocking. But it was a good. The Amazon's commercial was very good. Remember the one with the Alexa went away?
Oh
and
yeah,
the
the
voice
lost
Oh,
her
was-
yeah,
voice.
that was-
Yeah.
yeah.
very good, very good. And then the second place was the NFL with their Eli and Odell Beckham
Yes.
commercial. And then the third was actually Budweiser.
Which
with
one?
Their, the water one.
That was really cool.
Tide did not even place.
That's crazy.
That's
Tide
ins-
should have.
Tide should have won.
I loved it.
It
I absolutely
was
loved
so
the Tide
good.
stuff.
Also during Super Bowl 52, Gronk's house was robbed.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
While the game was going, police confirmed that his house was robbed during
Wow.
that time. Yep. This year's Call of Duty got announced. It's going to be Black Ops 4. I don't know if Treyarch is working on it, though. Do you know anything
What's
about
that?
that? Black Ops 4?
Well, I don't know who's doing it. I did hear the rumor that it was talked about. That it was gonna be
Yeah,
Black
it got
Ops.
confirmed today.
Oh, it was confirmed.
It was confirmed,
Okay.
so it's Black Ops 4. Despite poor and mixed reception about JT's Super Bowl performance, which I absolutely loved. His streams went up on Spotify by 214%.
Saw that. Janet Jackson was second with like 150%.
Get out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then Paul Simon announced his retirement from touring.
No.
Yes, this is his current tour is going to be his last one. So
will he be my long lost pal?
Maybe you got to go to Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. You got to go to Graceland.
Oh my god.
He states the death of his lung.
Yeah. Sorry, just had to on that one. Long lost pal. Sorry.
You can call me Betty. Okay. And Elon Musk. Elon Musk's SpaceX rocket went up today.
It was so cool.
It was so
The
cool.
car in space.
Yeah.
It's still up right now. So you
it's
can
on its
watch
way
it.
to Mars.
It's on its way to Mars?
Yeah.
That's where it went.
Yeah, that's where it's going. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that is Pinky O.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
Okay.
Mars, the rover that's on Mars actually did a panoramic picture that went live on NASA's website on Sunday, right before the Super Bowl, in full color. It was awesome. If you have a chance, go check out NASA's Twitter account and you'll have to either go to media or something like that.
We'll be on Mars before the last of the Star Wars movies happens.
I mean, that's true because they're never ending. So.
And 2 boosters landed at the Cape.
Yeah, it was
Do you-
really cool.
Do you know where the third one went?
It was in the middle of the ocean. Like they have like a whole pod like ready
Really?
for it to land. They said that usually they can't get video of it.
Yeah.
Because like how much it vibrates and they usually lose footage.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was so cool.
That's so cool.
I watched them land live. The
You
boosters.
serious?
Yeah.
Disney had horrible reception, so I couldn't see it. We just saw
It
the
was so-
rocket.
I was looking at the office window and I had my phone going at the same time.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
oh, it was so cool. It was
so
amazing.
cool, and it's crazy because okay, real quick. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take up a lot of time. So we were in Japan, and so like my mom's buying all this stuff. We're spoiling my mom, and I'm like, Mom, we gotta go. I gotta go outside. We gotta go outside. The rocket's going. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Elon Musk's rocket's going upstairs. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. And so like we ran outside, and I'm like, the rocket's going up. The rocket's going up. And everyone's like, what? And I go, look, the rocket. And everyone in Japan was like, it was so cool, and like everyone was like asking
You
me
were
like,
like
what's going
breaking
on?
news for everyone.
Yeah, and they was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like, it was-
No,
And
you
you're
should.
like, there's a car in there.
You should have been really bad and be like, "Oh my God, North Korea, North Korea."
I should
Oh
have.
my
I
gosh.
should have.
awful.
North
No.
Korea,
No.
North back on. We're all dead. And last but not least, if you haven't checked out Deadspin, they have a collage of all the Philly.
All the
it's-
shenanigans.
It's actually very funny. There's a couple things that's
There's
like
some
gross,
ridiculous.
There's a
stuff. Oh,
lot
I
of
know what
crazy
you're
stuff
talking
going on
about.
in
Yeah.
your city.
but it was very funny.
I don't
entertaining
understand the
to
whole
watch.
rioting aspect of it.
Well,
Like,
Neither do
My
I.
friend, I think he's from Philly too. He posted a thing and he was like, every city does this. We're just better at it than you.
They are. I remember when the Bulls won their first NBA championship in '91. Yeah, I'm that old. And there was a full on riot. I remember in Chicago because of it. We were just so excited, so happy.
that's
So yeah,
That's crazy.
really quick
Okay,
before we
so
get out of your
I've
news. So Jonathan, friend of the show.
friend of the show. Thank you so much.
He said wanted to talk about this awesome story coming out. So
Okay.
Blizzard's Overwatch League is a showcase for the finest professional Overwatch players in the world.
Tell me about it.
The finest male players, that is.
Mm.
So far, no women have been selected to play on an OWL team, which has led to debate over the reasons why, and notably this Polygon piece about a hypothetical Overwatch women's league. This may be about to change, however, as Zarya Phenom Kim Gergugi, is that how you say your name?
Yeah.
Se-yeon recently said in a Twitch stream that she's accepted an offer from a, quote, foreign team. Regarding teams, just know that I'm going to a foreign team. I got many offers, she said, as translated by Reddit. She doesn't say which team, but the New York Excelsior seems to be driving the speculation train. One Redditor, NYC Muffin Man, noted that it
That's
was
an
the
amazing
first
name.
owl she followed. She currently follows them all. And more importantly, that the team already has players who speak fluent Korean and that she synergizes particularly well with its lineup.
Ooh,
Nice.
man.
So I was reading about
that was
this,
like the big thing. Yeah.
and so it's kind of but kind of not because I think it's very promising. The general like theory is that I didn't know this. I learned about like more of like the inner workings of Overwatch League. So they each have like their team, but they have like an academy team, which is like not the official team, but basically you play in that team
Like
and kind of
minor
like, work
minor
your way
league
up.
type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
OCB.
rumor has it she's getting pulled for the academy team.
Yeah, it's basically the backups, like
Yeah.
kind of, sort of. Yeah.
But
That's still,
I'm really excited
that's a
about
step
it.
in the right direction.
That was
Yeah.
one of the first things. I mean, not like I'm trying to be like that guy or anything, but like
Yeah.
watching it, I was like, "There's no girls. Like this kind of
Yeah.
sucks." Like I know there's good girl players out there. I've seen them.
Yeah.
So I think it's exciting.
Yeah.
The problem with this was the way they set it up in order to get drafted. It was basically like a tryout / draft, basically by all the teams. So it was basically a time period where you played Overwatch, and it was basically like if you were like a grandmaster, you were entered to be drafted, and it was just basically all just pros that people got from Twitch.
Yeah.
That's where all these teams got all their
All from
players.
Korea.
Yeah. all from- if you saw London against was it against Seoul? No. It was Seoul against Houston.
Oh, that was incredible. That was a great game. Oh my god.
Go on the Overwatch app. I'm sorry, it's taking a long time. Go on the Overwatch app. Watch. Was it Seoul? Yeah, Seoul against Seoul Dynasty
Yeah.
against Houston Outlaws. It went down literally to the last map, to the last point.
They were
to
like
the
neck and neck the whole time. Incredible.
Bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm at my house. It's like 11 o'clock because, it runs on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Ah!" I'm like jumping, cheering.
Your
They-
neighbors are telling you, shut up.
you can hear my neighbor go boom, 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 like on the. when
Oh,
he does
really?
it. Yeah. That was flipping tables. It was so awesome to watch. And Florida
Doing
sucks.
laps, flipping tables.
Yeah. And by the way, Florida Mayhem still sucks.
I know. It's very sad.
It's
All
very
right.
sad.
All right, so that's going to be it for the Get Hype news.
That's it for my.
Let's go ahead and get into topic of the show.
You know what? I will never get this right.
It's all right.
Oh.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. We'll just come on, dude.
I'm just gonna keep adjusting in my little chair.
I would say these are some tots filled with water, but instead they're gonna be tots filled with Philadelphia steak sauce juice.
Is that a thing? Steak sauce juice?
Isn't that what you would call the grease? Steak
No.
sauce juice with cheesesteak?
That all goes into the
sounds-
sandwich.
I know. I don't.
Nah,
You
I'm
want all
not
that
a
grease
fan.
in there. You want all that grease because that's where it gives its tastiness.
The tots.
So, Miss Natalie.
Yes, sir.
So you're bringing us some SeaWorld news.
I am.
Some
Breaking
SeaWorld news.
Breaking SeaWorld
right here,
news.
right here.
Because guess
Exclusive.
what?
For people who are into this.
Attractions doesn't even know about this.
Really?
So I talked to Banks about this yesterday,
Oh.
and they had no idea.
Guys,
Surprise!
So
Surprise!
this actually is Expansion Drive exclusive.
It's nice,
So Natalie gave me a heads up about some cool stuff coming to SeaWorld. What's it, 2 weeks ago or so, right?
February
week?
24th. Oh no, when did I give you the information? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I'll just go ahead and lay it out there. I don't know about everything. I just know about a little bit, but just go ahead and
It's
break
actually
it down.
it's pretty much SeaWorld is going to. I hate you. I hate everyone in this room. No, SeaWorld's actually going to jump on the pin trading train.
What?
So yes.
That's really
So,
exciting. I love
yeah.
animals and
Yep,
pins.
absolutely. So
together.
February 24th, the program rolls out. We will be any frontline facing ambassador, which includes myself and my team, and anyone who's not in an animal care area or putting you on a ride will be wearing the lanyards just like the other parks and doing trades with
Very
everyone.
cool.
So, does SeaWorld have pins in general right
we
now?
do. We're getting in a lot of new pins. We're going to have actual pin carts in front of two of our stores, Coconut Bay Traders and Wild Arctic. And then there will be pins and starter pin sets all available in all your stores.
That is so cool.
No different than like what Disney has with like
Pretty
you
much.
buy like a Ziploc bag full of like 5 of them or
Well,
whatever. Well,
it-
I mean like on the little cart
Yes,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's like all one theme or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So are they in the park now?
Not yet. We're getting them. We have pins, but we're
Okay.
getting the new ones in.
The
Like
new
we have
stuff.
some really cute stuff coming in.
So
So,
the official rollout is
February 24th. Yes.
All right. So of course you're going to get lots of animals. You're going to get
So you
sharks,
have a
Absolutely.
and
stingray
dolphins,
pin.
Okay, so
All right, wait, well, hold on, before you get into all the animals.
okay.
All right, so we know you're gonna have all that, but
Right.
of course Disney and Universal in their parks they have on their side
Licenses?
IPs, yeah,
Okay,
the
IPs,
licenses
yeah.
and IPs.
Right.
Of course, SeaWorld is affiliated with Sesame Street.
right.
Are you gonna have like Sesame Street pins or anything like
not
that?
yet.
Okay.
I'm just going to say not yet
So
because
there's
it wasn't on my
no
list
licenses.
yet. Right.
Okay.
There's no licenses yet. I mean, we have our limited like the cars you see drive around with Mako and with the specialty cars like that, the old school 747 and blimp that we used to have.
Oh, wow.
We'll have
Oh,
our
wow.
we'll have our Florida based pins and things like that. So we're going to have a lot of really cool cute things. My favorite one is this little cassette tape. that has like all the animals on it. Like there's going to be different versions of a cassette tape with different animals on
That's
it.
cute.
Oh, cool. So like it has like so it looks like a cassette tape, but it's like all in like
Right,
design.
it'll be an
Okay.
animal. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
That's cool.
there's a lot of really cute stuff coming in. So
So usually when SeaWorld does something like this, a lot of proceeds go to help to with the whole like helping the animals. So
Right.
Does this have any type of thing with that? or
this
is
will
it,
not, but
Okay.
the other program we're rolling out, which I can't fully talk about, will will have an impact on our animals. 100% of one part of the sales for that one will go to the SeaWorld Hub, and then 5% of the other half of it will go to the SeaWorld Hub as
Wow.
well. So they're really trying to make a lot of efforts towards conservation.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that we're going to be doing that San Antonio already does. So that way we just really want people to understand that we're not the villains you think we are.
Oh, yeah. I
So
know, yeah.
it's
that's already been
we're
debunked.
really 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 trying to help, and we're trying to conserve things. So
SeaWorld does a lot for conservation.
yes,
Fight
we
me.
do. Yes, we do. So we find random change on the ground, it goes into the conservation fund. So everything we do is for them.
That's awesome.
So when Disney and I'm pretty sure Universal does the same thing. I don't usually go there as often, so I'm not sure. When Disney does their pins, they're usually in different price ranges.
Right.
Is that usually how SeaWorld is?
Yes,
or is it?
it's going to be $7.99 and up
Okay.
as usual. We're going to have like the basic pins, the core pins with just the animals on it, and then all the little cute designs. And we'll actually have a box set, which is super cool. And I don't understand, but they said you can trade it, but it's a box set that spells out SeaWorld. So if you really want to, you can trade each letter from that. I don't know why you would want to, but
Okay.
we're going to have that box set available as
That's
well.
pretty neat.
That's cool. Now you were talking about like doing like starter kits or whatever.
Right.
Is there like a one that's going to come with like say the lanyard and
Yes, there's 2 different starter kits. One will have the lanyard with like a rainbow dolphin on it, and then there'll be another one that has like little pennants, like SeaWorld pennants with the animal on it.
Oh, that's
so
so cool.
yeah.
That's cute.
So the coolest part is going to be like your ambassadors that you're going to interact with to do the pin trading. They are going to have an exclusive series on theirs that you can't buy or anything like that. So you can trade
until
with them.
somebody
Until somebody trades them.
So
exactly.
how does that get traded out like every so often to
Yeah.
get like the new or to say you have an exclusive set,
Correct.
right? And Tori comes and trades
I clean you out, I take all.
she cleans you out one day
Yes,
or
we'll be
whatever.
able to flip them back out, so they'll get more of the exclusive ambassador set.
How
Oh,
often would that
cool.
would that
Every
happen?
shift.
Oh,
So
wow.
like someone can come in from their break and be like, "Hey, I'm completely cleaned out of ambassador pins," and we can flip them out for them, so they'll be
That's
able to have like
amazing.
50-50.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. It's
Very
gonna be fun. I mean, they're really focusing towards interaction amongst our team member, our ambassadors and guests, and trying to get to understand that we are all about guest service and we all are about conservation, and it gives you a chance to talk to us and
Yeah.
learn a little bit more about our areas and things like that. So
That's cool because
Yeah.
That's amazing.
in SeaWorld, part or whatever, there really hasn't been that type of interaction before, other than
Right.
if you go to like the animal ambassadors
Right.
themselves,
Yeah.
and then they'll tell you more about that. But there's never one been around that you actually go up to talk to about hey what's this and what's
Yeah.
that or whatever.
Mhm.
So that's cool. So each ambassador
Yes.
is going to have a whole
Each
set.
ambassador will have a whole set. It's going to be 4 pins on either side. The first pin set on one side will be a bronze pin, so it's going to look like those old school bronze color 3D animation type animals. And then the other one is really cute, which I'm afraid my ambassadors are not going to want to give away quickly, but it's a little umbrella with an animal face on it.
Oh,
so
cool.
yeah, so that's the 8 that we will be trading.
Does
right
like
away.
different sections of the part have different pins, or is that like
no,
what everybody's
it's
gonna
pretty
have?
supposed to be standard.
Okay.
Everyone's going to have that one. But each section of the park has an exclusive type deal. Like culinary has a whole set.
Oh, cool.
So Shamu bars and
Oh my
cup
God.
that cares,
I wanna
things
share
like
Oh,
that.
I'm going
So,
to. I mean, I go to the food area anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm going.
yeah, they'll have a lot of really cool stuff. So
That's really
we're
cool.
super excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And then when you have this new news, you can come tell us about that.
I mean, he said I could talk about it. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when I get the
officially gets
official.
closer or whatever.
When they put it on our seaport and they're like, okay, you're free to talk about it. We can
All right.
talk about it. But one more thing, Discovery Cove, for anybody who goes there, they're going to be doing some kind of candlelight dinner thing now on the beach. It's $65, and you can go
Ahead or
ahead.
Okay.
But you can go exactly. You can go without having to have the reservation at the park. They're actually it's going to be on the beach. You get to see a special dolphin show. So this is also stuff probably nobody knew about, but I'm allowed to talk about it because it's on Seaport. So
That's amazing.
But yeah, so you get to it's a whole like buffet dining salmon.
So-
Oh, it's a buffet
Yeah,
for
like
$65.
like a whole bunch of food like salmon and
when you-
beer, wine, the whole nine.
Wait. Beer's unlimited?
Beer?
Beer,
wine?
well, beer and wine, sir.
Whoa, pinkies up. We going.
I mean, 65 is not bad.
That's
Yeah.
actually
I
very good.
I
That's
went
not bad.
for my birthday
Yep.
for like the whole day, and it was like I think it was like maybe like 120.
Yep.
But it's so worth it because you get 2 meals and you can snack as much as you want.
Yeah.
Like literally, I
Seriously?
ate all day.
Well,
yes.
figure if you go to Disney for a buffet for dinner or whatever, that's usually around $50 anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
they
you don't
I
get
mean, and then you get a dolphin show
alcohol
on
with
top of
that.
that. You get like a little special dolphin show like right on the beach. So it's kind of cool.
And unlimited beer?
And it's beautiful there.
And beer and wine, man, beer and wine.
Does Uber go into Discovery Code?
Yes, they
Yes,
do.
they do.
Okay, just make sure. I know they officially started going into Disney correctly and
Yep.
everything.
And
so.
don't forget Seven Seas is coming, guys. February 17th.
Seven what?
Oh yeah,
Seven
Seven
Seas.
Seas, the concert
Our,
series.
yeah, the concert
used to be.
series.
Do you know who's going to be playing?
Daughtry so far has been announced.
The Jacksons.
Chris
the
Young.
Jacksons.
You're lying.
I'm dead
Yes,
serious.
I sent it to him today. So yeah,
Yeah, I actually meant to put it on the sheet,
yeah,
but I
I
forgot
sent it
about
to him today.
Yeah,
But, yeah,
yeah,
Like Jermaine,
Yeah.
Tito.
yeah.
we're gonna have all kinds of food, games.
Oh, Didi's going.
One of
It's
the
so
coolest
going.
ones that I saw, this was years ago, but Huey Lewis and the News, they're coming back.
Yeah.
And they're such a great show.
They're so much fun.
Yeah, they're great.
So-
Of course, they do all the the stereotypical songs that you want to
Right.
hear. Oh no, the best part is like they left and then all of a sudden they came out for an encore and do Back in Time. Look, yeah,
So
Power of Love
awesome.
and everything. Yeah,
I hope it's not as packed as it was when I saw him at Universal a few years ago.
Just get there
Wow.
early.
Yeah, just get there
True.
early. Sit.
Do you?
Come play some of my games while you're waiting. Come see the really cool food prizes.
Do you
we're
know?
gonna have.
Do you know who else is going to be in there?
All I know is Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh yeah, so
Found-
he'll be doing that.
If you want,
He lives like 10 minutes up the road,
Yeah.
buddy.
He does.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's was a pop guy, right?
Yeah,
Or
he
Sanford,
was, yeah,
something
he,
like
was,
that.
he was a JRR guy. He used to be
Yeah.
yeah.
way back in the
What?
day.
hell is this?
He was he used to
He used to
yeah.
call in for
Um,
it wasn't Pat and Taco originally. It was Ron and Ron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He used to call in at, on WJRR all the time. Then they brought him in to JRR,
Yeah.
and then he got
Yeah.
big. He got huge. He used to be very funny. Very not.
I like
PC
him
now.
every once in a
Very
while.
not PC now. What
no,
he used to do, but
yeah, not PC at all before.
So come see us.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about
Look
that.
at the
Like my kids love
pin.
doing the
Come
whole
see
pin
us,
trading
come get
stuff.
Do you have a
Yeah.
Stingray pin?
Oh, back on the Stingray pin. So we kind of had a Stingray pin, but nobody can figure out what it was, so they're remaking it.
Oh,
So, yeah, but,
What's this
yeah.
blob of blue?
I got asked if it was an upside down manatee because you remember I have photos when I was training. So I mean it was cute, but they are gonna make one. So
Yay.
we have core pins with the animals, and then
Is
it
there a
moves and everything.
sloth?
Yes, there is.
that's gonna be.
Is?
That's gonna be. That should be like the
That's
ultra
gonna be
rare one
the
that everyone's like
one.
looking for.
Yes, there is gonna be a sloth.
That's cool.
I
'Cause
didn't even think that would be a possibility. I'm really
Mhm.
excited.
well, they used to bring out a sloth over
Yeah.
in that
They
little
do
there's
in
one.
area.
Discovery Cove
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I just didn't. I haven't been to SeaWorld in so long. All I remember is the stingrays.
Do you not have a way to get in? Because you know, I got you.
Well, she's got me now. I'm gonna go now.
All right, so thank you, Natalie.
You're
for
very
the-
welcome.
The exclusive,
Yay.
exclusive, breaking.
If I can talk about anything else, I will text you like I did this time.
Very excited about that. So let's go ahead and get into the new releases of the week. Didi, you knew I was done with topic.
I thought we were gonna do random topics, but
We ain't got time for
we ain't
random
got
topics.
time for that. Look at this. See, look at-
it. You gotta
I did. What's going on this week besides Super Bowl related, post Super Bowl related content of new releases?
So a few movies coming out this week. You got I guess it's the third movie, right? Third movie, fourth movie, something like
The
that.
It's the
third
third
movie in the
one.
Twilight fan fiction series.
Yes.
50 Shades Freed.
Wait, I thought that was the third.
I don't know. I
It
just
is the third.
yeah,
It
whatever.
is. It's the
the
third
third
in the
movie.
Twilight fan fiction series.
Right,
Why is
it
it-
was a Twilight fan fiction
Yes, it
before.
was.
Yeah, it was
Yes, it
literally
was. You didn't know that.
on- It was
Yes.
on an internet Twilight fan
It was
fiction
Twilight
site,
fan
and
fiction.
she made it into a book.
Yep.
She got
She
banned
She just
from
changed the
website.
names. Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
And now
That's
she's,
wild.
That's why do you think it's in Seattle, which
Yeah.
is which is in the same
And why don't you notice she's
state?
just as dumb as Bella is?
Ugh.
No wonder it's gotten huge. No wonder it's huge.
Ugh.
Hey, we did.
Well, that
Something
it's all
in
kind.
it.
It's all kinds of,
The more you know.
And of course, you had the 1517 to Paris. That's the Clint Eastwood movie about the guys that stopped the terrorist attack on the train.
Okay.
And
Which is
they're
actually-
played
yeah.
by the actual people
That's
who
pretty
lived
cool.
it.
Yeah,
That's so
wild.
weird.
Isn't
It's
that
wild, right?
insane?
But
I
you
feel
know
like I cried
Clint
the whole
Eastwood,
time.
he's super gung ho about that whole thing about veterans and everything. So he wanted them to be the actual.
So
people.
they were veterans? Were they veterans, or were they
They
actually
were-
like people that
they were
on-
They were the
No,
they were
actual,
in the
like,
military.
it was,
They were-
yeah.
yeah.
It was
okay.
literally them. Like
it's really-
everything that they
that's
were
crazy.
reenacting actually happened to them.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, no hate on them or whatever, but I want to see how like badly acted this movie is going to be.
It
Let's
actually doesn't
go
seem too bad
stop
from the
them
trailer.
right now,
You're my best friend.
friend. I'm so happy we live, pal.
Oh, we're going to
very
hell.
good. You-
And then, of
very
course,
good.
I'm actually excited to see this movie with the kids. It looks really cute. Peter Rabbit is coming out this weekend.
I can't get behind.
Oh, no,
it.
yeah, me either.
I just
Yeah.
remember reading the book when I was little. That's a serious story. This is now a comedy. What is
Well,
going on?
It has General Hux and
Hux.
James Corden. So
Yeah.
yeah, come on. TV wise, anything good with everybody? Anything good? Anybody
to
watching?
think.
Of course,
I've
you have
been-
the Olympics happening this weekend.
Yes.
Oh,
We're
who's
gonna
excited
have
about curling?
we're gonna have a curling party over the
Are you
house.
really gonna have
I
a
don't-
curling party? I'll come over.
Okay, good. Can you explain it to me? Because I just do not
How dare
understand.
you.
cur-
How
I'm
dare you.
sorry.
How dare
I'm
you.
sorry.
Do you know the rules of shuffleboard?
Yes.
It's basically
Think
that with a broom.
That with a broom, and just I don't know. It's so exciting. You just see them just like going,
Like
and so,
scraping
like-
really
And
fast.
you know why we get really excited, right? Because like they're actually the same size that we are, so we know that we can be athletes in the Olympics. That's
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Dude, curling is a blast to watch. I love
And the
watching
luge. The
curling.
luge is also great.
Luge
to
is good.
watch.
Bobsled's good. Whatever that they do head first is good.
Yeah, we're trying to
All
figure
the
out the name
scary
of it.
stuff where they
yeah, all
could
the scary
definitely
stuff.
die. Yeah.
the free fall skiing thing where they
Oh,
like,
wow.
and they go,
And then even I'm not gonna lie, I like the figure skating thing
Oh,
too.
of
I-
course.
I-
yes.
you know what?
It's
I
beautiful.
actually hate the figure
No,
skating.
not even the singles. It's the doubles because, like, just like at SeaWorld when they do it for the Christmas show,
Yes.
when they do that spin thing and they throw the girl like face first towards the ground and she looks like she's gonna hit it every single time. Like,
At least part of you
Scary.
isn't hoping that she is.
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
hit
yeah,
it,
yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
You're like, oh, wow.
Oh, that must have hurt.
and then games wise, you got Shadow of the Colossus.
Whoa, that came out today, right?
Yeah, it came out today.
That came out today. I have to return. I have to trade Dragon Ball Z for that one.
Civilization 6. And then coming to the Switch is going to be Dragon Quest Builders. Of course, that was over on PS4
Yeah.
and Xbox and everything else before. But Didi got me hooked up on Monster Hunter World.
I'm about to start playing that with Justin.
Are you playing on
On the
PS4?
PS4?
Talking about it? No, PC.
Oh, I don't think the
Can you,
PC's
play
out.
on, can you not play it on PC?
Not yet.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. He
Not
sent me
till
a
the
thing
fall.
for it. I didn't fully read it.
Well,
Oh, it's probably the pre-order.
You should
Well,
just
maybe
get
I'll
yourself
make
a PS4.
him. No, that's expensive. Sorry.
No, it's
They're
not
cheap
expensive.
now.
Yeah,
They're
cheap.
like-
$200, right?
and,
$200.
and you get paid like $5,000 an hour. So
I
I,
actually
mean, like,
don't.
so you can afford
So.
it. You can afford it.
4,000 an hour.
Yeah, it's
all
only
right.
4,500.
All right, so before we get out of here, let's go and get some listener mail. Roy over from Roy Meets World,
Hey.
friend of the show.
Oh,
He wants to know our thoughts about those Doritos for ladies.
What is this?
I don't
Okay,
understand
so
what
there
that
was an
is.
article which has been proven to be false, by the way. Doritos has come out and said that this is not real, but someone.
Oh, is it really not
no,
real?
it's not real. Why would this ever be real? This is ridiculous. So basically,
What,
they
are
were
they gonna
going to
make
come
'em
out.
pink?
Well, no,
No,
they were
no,
going to
no.
come out with a chip that was not as crunchy for women, so
And
they're
not as, like,
loud when
I
I'm
love
eating
that.
it.
And
I
not
will eat a
powdery.
Dorito as loud as I want.
I wish everyone
Thank you
could
very
be
much.
looking across from her as I am right
I'm
now with
like,
that face
it
that
made me
she's
so
like,
heated. I was like, I love Doritos. What is happening?
Yeah, I heard it yesterday. I was on my way over to Magic Kingdom. They were talking about it on the radio. I'm
Dumb
like,
and not real.
What is this? Like, my wife would hate this. Like, she wants it to be all over her fingers. This way she
Yeah.
can lick her fingers without
It's
have all the nice
satisfying
teeth
when
on
you
there.
crunch, you know?
It's gonna
Oh.
be it's bread.
All right, so officially false.
Debunked.
Yeah. Mac Clark. He wants
Hey.
to know our thoughts on the Back to the Future manga. So I didn't know anything about this, so I went ahead and wrote a little bit about it.
Oh,
It says, Great Scott. It looks like things are moving along with Back to the Future's manga spin-off. A preview of the series was just shared on Twitter, and the sketch has fans buzzing. As you can see below, Yasuke Maruda posted a drawing he did for his Back to the Future manga not long ago. The artist, who is best known for illustrating One Punch Man, shared the simple sketch without any caption. However, the drawing is pretty self-explanatory. So we got it here. So you can see here you got
that is
Marty.
pretty cool.
Wow, he looks so cool.
So it says the black and
They
white
look
sketch
adorable.
shows Marty McFly and Doc Brown chilling by the ever-infamous DeLorean. Marty is seen sitting on the car's hood with a pair of sunglasses in hand and a skateboard under his feet. As for Doc Brown, the wacky scientist is sitting inside the driver's seat of the DeLorean with a smile on his face. So far, little is known about the Maruda's upcoming Back to the Future series. The manga will pick up after the 1985 film, and screenwriter Bob Gale will supervise the series, as it will include stories not seen in the actual movie.
Wow.
The manga will be published on the Japanese website.
This is gonna be dope.
Kano Manga Gasulo?
Oh, wow.
Very good. Good try.
I'm shocked Shonen Jump didn't jump on that.
At a yet release date. However, Maruda did say that he will publish the first manga volume of Back to the Future on April 20th. This is not the first time Maruda has worked with Back to the Future. Last year, the artist lent his talents to IDW's Japanese release of Back to the Future, Untold Stories in Alternate Timelines. The illustrator drew an obi for the volume and penned a short note encouraging fans to check out the franchise. The artist even shared doodles of Doc Brown on his Twitter page in the past.
Wow. Get hype.
It looks good.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
I'm not
Very
usually
cool.
a fan of like.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was I like that the screenwriter is involved.
Yeah.
Like that, it's real.
Yeah. And it's like I'm usually not like super into the whole manga thing or whatever, but if it's Back to the Future, I'm all about that.
Yes.
life.
Good.
Shot.
Good. Hopefully you start
Yeah.
hopefully it leads to like reading other manga and and then you might start liking anime.
Oh, no, I like anime.
Well, I mean like reading manga.
That's probably not going to happen. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for video games anymore. So
Comics and manga are time consuming.
Yes, they are.
I used to. I don't have time for that no more.
Sorry,
Me
Didi.
neither. It's very sad.
But this is gonna be awesome.
I barely have time for my TV shows.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even have time for those anymore. But I think that's going to be it for us. Tori, where can everybody follow you on the socials?
On Instagram, it's at BoboFox. On Twitter, it's at Tori Fett. And I will have next week, a new Blue Sky Beauty video on the Attractions Magazine YouTube channel.
Yay.
So check it out.
Natalie,
Yes.
if you would like everybody to follow you on the socials, where can they?
I mean, I'm pretty boring, but you can follow me on Twitter at SkimmonsFTW.
She's a fan of The Shield.
I am a fan of The Shield. So if you want to follow me there, I'm kind of boring. I don't really talk about much other than, nonsense and MegaCon.
Nonsense fun.
So that's pretty much-
Speaking of MegaCon, Didi, before I get into you, sorry.
Oh, wow, I started the process.
Dallas.
Yes.
The what's the other company that actually owns MegaCon?
And that's Dallas.
No. Anyway, so whoever it is that owns the other, the overall thing that owns MegaCon or whatever,
Is it Fan Expo?
it may be. So
Yeah,
in
there
Dallas,
was a
they're
switch over.
doing Biff, Lorraine,
Get out.
Doc, Marty,
Oh.
What they got? They got Michael J. Fox. Because we had all them last year,
minus Marty.
minus Marty.
And so our buddy Ryan, he's been on the show before. Matter of fact, I think he was on last week, right? Or
Yeah.
the week, 2 weeks before
2
that.
weeks
or
ago.
whatever?
2 weeks ago.
He's already contemplating going. So
Wow.
I think it was $360 to do a portrait with all four of them.
That's worth it.
That is worth it.
That's worth
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
So, but he's not sure if he actually wants to do the all
No.
four or if he wants to do singles because he's done singles with everybody else.
So, does the portrait include an autograph? Because sometimes
No.
they don't have.
No, they don't know.
Wow.
What's
And an
cool-
autograph, I'm sure, is gonna be like $100 each.
Well, Michael J. Fox is $150, but it all goes to his charity.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Instead
yeah.
of their pockets, like it is.
So
about
make a con.
99% of the time.
MegaCon, if you're listening, bring all the Back to the Future people here. This
Please.
way, we don't have to fly over there.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Yeah.
But the Jeff Goldblum rumor true?
Yes.
he's
Oh,
he's
yeah,
there.
it's confirmed.
He'll be
Mhm.
canceling a week before.
Oh, come on.
I know. I'm
Don't
trying
do
not
that.
to
I've
think
been-
that way, but
No, Natalie gets excited about every single person that gets or announced or whatever. I'm like, they'll be canceling at such and such a date.
That's-
it's so sad. But
that's-
so
such
that's
and
true.
such a date. There.
That's what's things about MegaCon.
I'm going
you
through my
never
cosplay.
know.
Yeah, who's actually going to be
They
there?
are.
Minus
MegaCon-
Norman Reedus because he never shows up.
He never shows up. They are MegaCon. Like, no offense to whoever runs it, is just it's notorious for
Yeah.
just people canceling.
I'm just
like,
worried about my
last second.
cosplay, so we're good.
Uh-oh.
So.
Uh-oh.
So
Yeah.
Well, Didi and I are excited about ours because we're going to do Joel and Clicker. And
Oh yeah, help you out, man.
I'm gonna. What am I doing? I'm gonna do Reverb,
Nice.
which is Vibe
Oh,
in the
okay.
other
Yeah,
universe.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I unfortunately asked my cousin to make the glasses, so apparently there's engineers involved and all kinds of crazy stuff, and
So
I'm
it's
just
gonna
like,
be
look,
legit.
if he gets them done, yeah.
Oh my
so
gosh.
we'll see.
All right, well, Didi, where can everybody follow you on socials?
You can find me on all types of social media except Facebook, Blackman's Prime, BLAKTIMUS Prime, PRIME.
And of
Follow
course,
me.
Continue to stalk me,
love me.
love me,
I need friends.
follow me.
And of course, you can follow the show. It is at AttractionsEXP on Twitter. You can send us an email, and that is expansordrive@attractionsmagazine.com. Of course, we'd like to thank Gods and Monsters for
Thank
allowing
you.
us to record the show
Thank
here.
you.
Again, that is 5421 on International Drive.
Yes.
You can check out MEI Travel, Universal Fan Travel,
Thank you.
and Mouse Fan Travel
Thank you.
for all your vacation needs. They're going to be a big help for you. Reach out to them for a quote with no obligation.
And it's free.
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 And
99.
of course, if you'd like to go to Video Games Live
Yes.
for free as well,
Yes.
make sure you comment below on this YouTube channel, or
This
on
one.
the YouTube video, I should say.
This video.
And tell us what your favorite soundtrack from a video game is.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, thanks to them, they're going to be coming here March 23rd to Hard Rock Live. Great podcast, as always, guys.
Yes.
And as usual, from the good brothers and the good sisters, too sweet.
Get hype. Wow.